This is Kyle with 5 Minute Guide, and today we're going to work on Tony Stark's house part 2. This is a Blender tutorial, and the first thing I'm going to do is actually fix something from the last time. I made kind of a crucial mistake actually making this center point here. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this into rendered, and as you can tell when it's rendered, these are just like straight lines over here. They kind of make a diamond up here, and that is going to really affect our UV mapping later on. So we need to fix that. And how we're going to do that, let's bring this back into solid so we can work in it a little bit easier. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go vertices select and click on one of those, 7 for this top view, and we're just going to select these top vertices, right? And we're going to deselect, holding shift, the center one. Okay, we're going to E for extrude, we're going to go Z, we're going to go straight up, just a little ways, so no big deal. All right, and then we're going to scale it in towards the center. All right, kind of centered around that last vertice there. And what we're going to do is we're going to hold shift again. We're going to click that last vertice. So as the last one that we clicked, it was the center vertice. Then we're going to go Alt M for merge, and then at last click that, and it will merge all those together. Now what we can do is we can go to face select, and we're probably going to have to move that down a bit. Then we go to face select, we can select come on, where are you? We can select both of these faces. So those are the two faces that we had to start with. So hit X, delete those two faces, go back to vertices select, select this middle point here, and bring that up. And now we have a fully renderable top for our house. I'd probably bring that down just a little bit. But yeah, if we go to rendered, now it looks a lot more even, and that's what we're looking for. So yeah, sorry I messed that one up. All right, so let's continue on here, and hit 1. We'll go to the side view here, and so this side actually tapers off, but this side tapers off a little bit too, not as drastically, but let's do that right now. So, and let's go, so that's here. So let's take those, so 3 on each side, bring it out a little bit, same thing, not too much, just a little bit. And you don't have to use the arrows, you can use G for grab, and then you can go by the vertices. So you can do G and then X to move it on the X-axis, and then G and Y, or sorry, G and Z to bring it down a little bit. So yeah, something like that. It didn't really change it a whole lot, but it just gives it a little bit more curvature. So we'll just have that be there. Now what we can do, all right, is we're going to want to get out of edit mode. So go into object mode, we're going to want to deselect. So A selects everything, hit it again, it deselects everything. So with everything deselected, go up to add mesh cube, and we're going to scale this cube. We're going to scale it on the X, so it's kind of skinny. Scale it on the Z, a little bit shorter. Scale it on the Y, bring it in a little bit. All right, and we're going to go edit mode. We're going to go face select. We're going to select this face, W, and we're going to subdivide that. And then let's subdivide that again, so we can give it a bit more, well, just depth altogether. All right, so we're going to go to edge select, and we're going to select these edges here, bring that out a little bit. And bring this up. Bring this in just a little bit, and bring this out. So it gives it kind of a curved look. Now this one can actually probably go up a little bit more. Kind of curves more at the top. All right. We can go over to tab for the object mode. We can scale that on the X, make it a little bit skinnier. Probably about yay. Maybe a little bit bigger. It's a bit too skinny. All right. So now what we can do, this thing on the picture that I'm looking at over here on my desktop, I see 5 of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to put one in the center here, and this actually goes right up to the bottom of the porch. It goes right up there. So I want it right on the y-axis, and then we can bring that out or in however we wish. And let's actually move that up a bit more and zoom in. Alright, and let's bring this over. There we go. So it kind of has a bit more of an angle to it. Okay, let's actually bring this, bring that down a little bit. Let's bring this one. Oh my goodness, okay, I gotta zoom in. Alright. So let's bring this one up to, because these are the windows right here. So let's bring it right up to the windows. And just bring it down just a little bit. Okay. And this one's like just below the concrete. It's not exactly how the picture is, but I think it'll give it a bit more depth and character. This one probably should just go back. Yeah, let's actually get that back there, and then this, and yeah, it actually goes back into the mountainside quite a bit. So yeah, but it's still still supporting the house. So yeah, we'll leave it there for now. And you can tweak these however you want. I mean, that's more of a, an artistic look at what you want. You can change it however you want it to be. So basically what we're going to do is in object mode, all right, go 1, set up our y-axis. Having this one selected, hit Shift and D, and that'll duplicate it, okay? And then you hit Control, and you can shift it over, and if you look over in the left-hand corner, you can see the numbers changing for just the x-axis. And we'll probably set it at 3 for this one. And then we'll select back up here, Shift D, move it over, and we'll do 3. And that's all fine and dandy right now for that. But we're going to have to change those a little bit in a minute. So let's do Shift D, and this is on the x-axis, and let's move it 3 again, and let's do the same thing here, Shift D, and 3. Okay, so now we have all of our pieces lined up kind of the way we want them. But now what we're going to do is we're going to rotate them because they are kind of fanning out around, heading towards the center. So let's do these first, and let's rotate it on the z-axis. And again, we'll use the numbers down there, and let's say about 7 works good for that right now. Rotate that, z-axis, and it's -7, and then this one we'll rotate that on the z-axis, and we'll give that about a 14, because 7 plus 7, it's not rocket science. Rotate that, -14%. And then we'll just take these, we'll highlight both of them, and we will bring them back so that they're under the actual building, because they're sticking out a little bit. And we'll do the same with these, and just bring those back in a little bit. Alright. Okay, so now when you look at it, that's kind of what it looks like. Alrighty. So that was a pretty long guide. But that got top fixed, and we got the struts all set up. And so yeah, next time we'll probably work on making the mountainscape for it, and maybe doing some UV mapping to get some realism into this thing. Then maybe we can work on lighting. Alright, so this has been Kyle with 5 Minute Guide. If you found this tutorial useful at all, please subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment area below.